Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the PM Silver Bullet session on November 27th. This is also a market maker sell model, okay? So before we came to the chart here, I noticed that there was this long move up and then we had this buy side taken on a 1 hour old low, okay? Go to the 1 hour here. There's the 1 hour old low taken, right? On the 1 hour chart, okay? So now I started looking at this and then seeing if we get a market structure shift, and we did. We had a market structure shift here. Okay, so then I started looking, well then this is a breaker once it trades through it, making this the low risk sell, which means this is a smart money reversal. Market maker sell model, that's the buy side of the curve, right? Okay, so now we're going to pull our fib retracement. Now, why am I pulling this one? Because on a 5-minute chart, let me hide this. See if I show on a 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart, that's your swing low. Okay, these are equal, so swing low. There on the 5-minute chart. That's why I'm using this low on the 5-minute chart here. We're going to have to go like this. Okay. So using that, 2.5 standard deviations is right about where this low is right here. So let's put our draw on liquidity right there. Okay, let's do this like this. So you can see everything right here, right? So then we have a fair value gap right here. Oh, and we have one right there. So let's put this one right here as well. Fair value gap here. We have a fair value gap right here, and we just started the silver bullet hour and we're at over here. So I'd like to get in right here if we can. If it comes back in, I would take a short there, and let's see if we get one. Okay, right there. Close about consequent encroachment, so let's sell one there. And that would be my first stage of distribution right there, okay? You could add one here as well, turtle soup entry. So there's another entry right there. There's another one entry right here. Targeting the sell side down here, which is 2.5 after 2.5 standard deviations, which is right here. Okay, so that makes this the sell side of the curve, right? Okay. So now we know where we're targeting. So now we're waiting for, a good silver bullet entry. So let's keep going. So let's measure. Let's see if we can get a measuring gap here. So what I did here was I took my fib from high to our target right here and drew this out, okay? 50% is right here. That's where I'd like to see a measuring gap form to know that we're on side and where we're at. Measuring gap forms about halfway of the 50% of your curve. So we'd like to have it right in here, okay? Oh, look at that. Beautiful. There's your measuring gap. And look, we're right in line with 50%. My crosshairs on. 50% is really close to consequent encroachment, but it's right. The measuring gap's right in the middle. 50% means we're on side. We are targeting. We're perfect. This is a very good setup right here. It looks. This is beautiful. Okay, let's see if we can get a entry. The measuring gap, you want that to stay unfilled. You don't want it even going in that. It needs to stay unfilled. We're going to go with that's an order block. So if I get an entry into that, I'll take a short for my silver bullet entry. And then it'd be like run on stops because you got swing high here, which would be great. Just generating liquidity right there. Oh, didn't get it in there again. Oh, don't run without me yet. So relatively equal highs with an order block right here. It comes in there. I'm taking a short, targeting the drawn liquidity there. I need it to go in. There you go. Ugh. That is ugly. Well, all right. Well, I have to sell there because that's what it did. Let's put our TP here. Our stop loss. I always forget to move that. We'll move our stop loss. Yeah, here. All right. So let's go sell. We're short. This is where we would have been entered, and that would be to me as my second stage of distribution. So I want to make sure you guys can see everything here. Okay, so let's just continue on here. On second stage, we want to see fast moving candles like that. We want to see aggressive movement. ICT has said if he had to trade one thing the rest of his life, he'd trade the second stage of redistribution or reaccumulation, which is the OG silver bullet. That's what he'd do. Why? Because you get all this beforehand. You know exactly where you're going, where you're targeting. You're confirmed that you're on the sell side or the buy side of the curve. It's a very good setup. So, all right. Well, let's take the short positions off and let's recap. We came to the 2 o'clock hour, and before that, we noticed that we took out a old high on the 1 hour. And so we dropped down to the 1 minute and we looked for a smart money reversal, which we had. Then we had a low risk sell, which we had here. We could have entered again right here. We took a trade right here with our first stage of distribution. So we have obviously on a market maker sell model. We pulled our retracement leg using the 5-minute chart and got 2.5, about even right where our original consolidation was. And so we had our target now set. So we got in at our first stage of distribution. We took an entry here, and then we waited, and we found out, we pulled our fib from the high to our target and found out where 50% was. We should see a measuring gap in that range. And we, sure enough, had a fair value gap, which is the measuring gap because it's unfilled and it's at 50% of the range. That confirms for us that we are definitely on the market maker sell model. So now we're looking for another reason to get in for our second stage of redistribution or the OG silver bullet. We get one here. We take out these swing highs here. We into an order block, and it just rapidly goes down, hits our target. Okay, so that is your 2 trade setups for the PM silver bullet and the market maker sell model for Monday, November 27th.